So you might be new to playing Marvel Rivals and you really want to know who are the best 3 strategists that you should be maining today. Well, this video is going to answer all of that, okay? So I chose 3 strategists that I feel that anyone can easily main, and it will just be a game changer for you and, of course, your entire team. So we got 3. And these are the 3 that will just simply help you win games, and very consistently, just due to their kits, their effectiveness, their abilities. Like, everything about these 3 are going to put more W's and more victories in your history, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get just cracking. All right, we're gonna go and get started. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe, make sure to ring the bell, you know, all the YouTube stuff. Make sure to smash a like, because I do want to do a lot more tips, tricks, and guides for you guys. So make sure to smash a like so I know that you guys are rocking with the content. All right, so the first thing that we have to talk about is going to be Rocket Raccoon. Now, not too long ago, I did drop a video on how to play as Rocket. And I mean, yo, Rocket is one of those characters that really didn't get touched for this latest update. It's cool because before, like maybe in season 0, Rocket, in our opinion, was bad. Well, even if it was just me, okay? I thought Rocket was terrible. But now I'm starting to see that Rocket brings a lot of insane value to any team that he's joining, okay? Any team that Rocket is on, it gets a little bit better depending on if you have either a Punisher or a Bucky, and it gets even better if you have both. Okay, so the first thing that I want to point out about Rocket is that he does deliver some great team heals. Okay, so he's not really a single healer where he can point out one single person on his team and heal. He's more effective when he's healing like in a group. So if you're all just on point, of course, Rocket can come to the rescue and heal multiple people at one time. That is one of the greatest things that I think is just super effective about Rocket's kit. It's not like how you have to just target one person like a Mantis. If you go to Mantis, you gotta press the button to heal and you gotta press the button to boost damage. Like, it's none of that, okay? Rocket, you can literally just sit there and just spam orbs, and I mean, whoever needs them is going to get them. Like, you know what I mean? So that's one thing that I needed to point out about Rocket Raccoon. And another great thing about Rocket is that he is insanely valuable, especially when your team is in a must-win fight, just because of his abilities and how he can boost the damage for his allies. For any of your teammates, you get, of course, that boosted damage when Rocket decides to put down his ultimate, and this is for everything. So I mean, the ultimate on this guy was very underwhelming in the beginning, but now when you're thinking about doing combos and, you know, depending on the rest of your team and if they're running ults at the same time, Rocket can really be effective. And he's a lot better than what I once thought he was. Rocket Raccoon completely changed my opinion on him just because his kit wasn't really touched. And I mean, I really started using Rocket enough to go out and get Lord on Rocket, and I'm starting to really turn into a Rocket main. It's weird to even say that, but Rocket is definitely a good choice for a healer, especially if you're new at the game. His kit's not super hard, and you can still not only just spam heals, but you can still have insane amounts of value for your team and, you know, trying to get that dub. Now, the third thing that I want to discuss about Rocket is that he's super difficult for enemy divers to capture. Now, if you've played Marvel Rivals, you know how insanely toxic it is when your back line is being dove on or just penetrated and you don't get any help. Now, the thing about Rocket is he's a lot different from all of these other other strategists because he has the ability to scurry up them walls. Now, in the video that I showed you on how to play Rocket, I demonstrate that in a few of my clips, and Rocket is by far one of the easiest strategists to escape with, just because, I mean, everybody else on the list of strategists either has a way to either freeze or sleep an enemy diver. Some don't. With Rocket, you can literally just climb up a wall and just run up walls. You're insanely fast when you do this. So Rocket had to make this list. Yes, he's our number 3, but I mean, it's worth it. It's worth giving him a shot right now. I mean, it doesn't get any better than Rocket right here, right now. All right. So for number 2, we have to bring in one of my favorites. I was definitely a main a while ago. As soon as she came out, I already was just knowing that I needed to get her on Lord. I needed to learn her kit, and that is no other than Invisible Woman. Okay. Invisible Woman has so much value for a team. Now, the first point that I want to discuss is that she still has a very powerful ultimate. Now, the ultimate is going to pretty much save you from a lot of just strange activities. So you can, change the whole course of a fight at the choke points. You can literally do a lot with this ultimate, and it's very difficult for your opponents to either get out of it, or it's just difficult for your opponents to fight through this ultimate. It is still an ultimate with insane amounts of value. I do think that it received a little bit of a nerf, but even with the nerf, you're still good with Invisible Woman. Now, another point that I have for Invisible Woman is that she still does tons of great healing and also damage output. So with the orb that you're throwing, you want to hit your opponent while also healing your teammates at the same time. It takes a little bit of strategy and getting used to the angles and whatnot, but after you get and fully understand the kit for Invisible Woman, I mean, life just becomes a lot easier. Okay, you can go invisible, you can, heal while also dishing out damage, you can bring people closer, you can push people away when they're doing their ultimate. Like, I mean, there's been times where I push people off the map when they're, trying to dive on me. There's times where I push ultimates away so it doesn't, complete chaos my whole team when Wanda is just in the air floating for a while. This kit is amazing, and it's super easy, and it can also be super toxic, because the last point that I want to bring up is that she also makes it tough for enemy divers to focus on her. Now, if you time it right, because when you go invisible, they can't see you, and when you can't be seen, if you're at the edge of the map, I fully think and recommend that you should take advantage of just pushing people up off the map. Invisible Woman had to just join this list of strategists because, I mean, she does do good heals. The ultimate is there. It's good. I mean, I really enjoy playing Invisible Woman, and I think you will too, especially if you're a beginner. Now, the last and final strategist on this list, okay, at our number 1 spot. Now, she possibly is one of the most difficult on this list to either learn, or you got to be a little bit more accurate with her, but it is Luna Snow. Luna Snow, just off of just heals alone, she does give the highest amount of heals per second. Now, this is solely due to her snowflake ability, where you could put a snowflake on somebody, and while you're healing someone else, like your front line, you could be healing somebody else just on the other side of the map, which is A1. If you want to dish out some heals, Luna Snow might just be your girl. Now, like I said, it's a little bit more difficult than the last 2 that we discussed, because you actually gotta aim a little bit. If somebody is flying, like Storm is up in the air and she's moving side to side and you're missing, she's not getting any heals. So I mean, it's very difficult when you don't have really good aim, or decent aim, I should say. But if your teammates know that you're Luna, hopefully they'll stand still for you, especially if your aim is shaky and they know it. But I mean, you can still get your heals off, because the second part that I want to talk about is that you can easily heal not only your teammates that are divers, but your teammates that are in the sky. Okay, with that flake, I mean, you pretty much put that ability on one of those characters, and then you just spam heal your tanks, and you're healing 2 people at once. Like I said, this is possibly the only character that I know of, unless y'all prove me wrong, that you can heal somebody at the same time that you're not focusing. You know what I'm saying? So like, of course you can heal multiple people when you're shooting orbs down the hallway, but like, you're literally focusing on your tanks while healing a Black Panther that's in your opponent's backline. And I think that this is so much value and just so much everything in this kit. So I do think Luna Snow holds the crown for #1 right now, especially due to the latest update with, you know, nerfs on some of these ultimates like Cloak and Dagger. Still a very good character, but it's just not as OP as she was before, because Cloak and Dagger before the update, she literally had an ultimate every single fight, and it was annoying. Okay, it was annoying. But I think Luna takes it right now, just because, I mean, not only can she heal multiple people, but I mean, she can still get away from divers as well with the freeze, or you can literally freeze a diver. So if there's Venom that's just frog splashing you from the top row, or Spider-Man, yes, some of these guys are a little harder to freeze, but you still have that ability. Now, if you miss that ability, then I mean, yeah, you gonna have to figure it out. But that ability is there. It's not like Adam Warlock, where if somebody is pouncing on you, you need to call for help, because you as good as gone, brother. Yeah, you up out of there. Luna Snow does have a chance and an opportunity to freeze people, and then I still do think her ultimate is such a game changer. There's been so many times where I had to use her ultimate to either get past a certain choke, or I had to use the ultimate to make sure that my team came out on top on a very crazy heated team battle. Like, there's just so many things that this Luna ult can do for a team. Not only does it heal your team, but it also gives a damage boost as well, which a lot of other ults just don't do. Okay, so not only can you just out heal certain ultimates, but you can also boost the damage for anybody that's just around you. And I have to put her #1 on this video, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, but these are the 3 that I need to see more of you guys playing with, especially if you are a solo queuer. Okay, I usually solo queue. If not, I'm running with a few of my boys and we just be having fun, but some of these healer choices, just not it for me. Okay, just not it for me. Now, another reason why you should be choosing Luna is because, of course, me being biased, I guess I'm biased, but I am a Namor main. You guys know this already, right? So, you know, we low-key got a little team up going, and I would love for me to have an ice squid every once in a while. That would be nice. That would be nice for us as a team, right? Yeah, just throwing that out there. But yeah, I mean, I feel like all 3 of these strategists are super valuable to a team, and they win games. If you know how to use them correctly, they will definitely help you win a lot more games on Marvel Rivals. Y'all let me know comments, concerns down below in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys. If you feel that you should, you know, put somebody else on this list, or I missed out on somebody's ultimate healing, then let me know that. Okay, let me know that, because we can definitely argue about something down here. Okay, like, I get there's a lot of good healers. We're gonna make another tier list, I guess, but like those S tier healers, we're gonna talk about them, because I know a lot of people want to see Loki on these lists and all that stuff, and I completely agree. But Loki, you definitely need to know what you're doing if you're playing with Loki. So I try to give you guys some easier strategists to play with, and that are still obviously at the top of the game here. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about it down below. Smash a like if you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you guys get all of our future notifications. But thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have not already seen this guide for Rocket, I mean, just check it out, man. Just check it out. I'm gonna leave this video right here on this end screen. So click on the video and I will see you all in this video next.